So today I'm joined by the wonderful EK1 Gaming, and we're here to just talk about a few things to do with gaming and YouTube and Twitch in general. So first of all, obviously the most important question, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not bad, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. I guess first question we can kind of ask is, what actually got you into YouTube and gaming, if you want to, I guess, start with gaming, because that probably came before the YouTube side.
Yeah, I did, yeah. So ever since I was young, like a young child, a young boy, I always had like the latest consoles, like Mega Drives, Master System, stuff like that. So gaming was always like a big part of my life, with having an older brother as well.
Okay.
He was into gaming, so it kind of just like knock-on effect from there. The YouTube side of things really just came really late on, actually, only like 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I was just playing a game, and I don't know, like when I was playing the game, people seemed to recognize my name at the time, and they'd always kind of say, "Oh, you're," at the time I was called Elite Killer. They'll be like, "Oh, you're Elite Killer, I know who you are." Like, and then I thought, well, one of my friends kind of just said, "Well, why don't you just start a YouTube channel and like show people what you're using in the game, show people how to play the game, or do tutorials?" So I started it out, and it just didn't really take off that well. I had like 4,000 subscribers or something like that. Yeah, which is good, but it's not like a full-time good, you know. It's but at that time it was just a bit of fun. So I left the channel for like a year. I didn't do anything. I moved to Spain, and then after a year, I come back to the UK, and then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give this a chance. I didn't have a job at the time, so I was like, I've got all this time to dedicate to this channel. Yeah. So then now, luckily enough, that I can do it full time, and kind of it's just consistency with content, and then working with different partners is just really took off well. So, and of course with the lockdown, it's a bad thing, but for online activities, it's also like it's a good time. But yeah, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, really. But yeah, that's how the YouTube started, basically.
Kind of linked to, I guess, starting gaming and things. What was the first game you ever remember playing?
Oh, I don't really know. I want to go back to something like Sonic, maybe, that I actually remember. Yeah. You know, like really remember getting into. And then after that, it would probably be like Street Fighter and stuff like that, and Super Nintendo and stuff. So, yeah.
What game kind of did you start playing on YouTube? Like, what sort of was the first sort of gaming series you started?
It was Tom Clancy, The Division. Yeah, so
that game, actually.
Yeah, not many people do. I don't know, but it's got quite a good community. There's a really big community there, but not many people kind of recognise it. It's not like the usual Call of Duty kind of Fortnite. Everyone knows, you know. But it's it's definitely a good game. So.
Okay, and what is your favourite game to play at the moment?
Oh, honestly, there's not really many games to play at the moment. There's it's been a bad year for games. At the moment, I'm enjoying Division 2 still, Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone. Get
back into Apex. I haven't played it in forever.
I've not played the new season yet, so hopefully I'm gonna get some time later today if I get to the office and stuff like that. But we'll see.
Wait, so you talk about the office. Is your office like a full gaming setup then?
Yeah, so it's like a studio class gaming room office. It's where I do all my work. So to separate work, right now I'm obviously not in the office, but it's to separate like living and working. So when I'm in there, it's work, or you know, I will go in there and play, but generally it's just work stuff in there. I have my lighting, cameras, soundproofing, all that set up. The whole lot is set up in there, so it just kind of stays, so I don't have to keep moving it around. It makes it more consistent for me.
So many people's dreams having a whole setup for gaming, and this is probably a controversial question in terms of gaming, but would you choose Xbox or PlayStation? You can't cop out and say PC.
Well, I've always been PlayStation. I started on a PlayStation, but I do say I always buy both consoles. Like I always get both, and PC is my main game. But yeah, PlayStation for sure. I've actually just bought a PlayStation 5. Well, I bought 2 of them. So.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to let you take the easy route out and say PC.
No, we know that's the best, right?
Yeah, of course. You mentioned how you reached 4,000 subscribers when you first started YouTube before taking a break. Do you kind of remember how long it took you to reach 1,000 and sort of what you did to get to that point?
Yeah, I was very lucky. I'll be honest, a lot of luck is involved with my growth. I got to 1,000, I think, within, I think it was 3 weeks, maybe.
Wow.
It was just me putting out build videos to help other people that I'd been against in the game. And basically just getting out to all the forums, like getting out to all of the Facebook groups, the Twitters, posts, everything, just advertising yourself, but not in a way where you're annoying people, you know, like, hey, do you need some help here to check this video out? Yeah. And I'd also just look at like, what would I want to know? So if I found something in the game and think, oh, I didn't know about that, I'd do a video on that, because if I don't know about it, surely somebody else doesn't know about it. So it's kind of just, it just went from there, really, build videos and stuff like that. But
so
I was lucky.
Saying as well as, well, I guess it's not just luck, because you basically said you aren't just providing entertainment, you're providing education at the same time.
Yeah, so it's kind of just the way you look at it, I suppose. It's like I say, if you need to know something, somebody else is probably asking the same. It's like you Google something, right? Someone's always got the answer because somebody else has searched for that before.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking that, somebody else is, and if you can help that one person might tell another person, and it's just a domino effect. So yeah, I think there is some kind of luck, because to break through the algorithm of YouTube right now is pretty hard as a new creator. Like, I've just started up a brand new channel just to do with tech, because I did both on the channel right now, and it's kind of getting a little bit messy, so we separated it. And it is hard to break through, even though, you know, I've already got a following. It's still hard to get that recommended video, your video to appear and stuff like that. So yeah, there is a lot of luck. I think I caught it at the right time.
You've mentioned a lot about new sort of gamers and creators and that, which leads me on to my next question. Do you have sort of one sort of piece of advice that you give to anyone that's just starting YouTube, in particular gaming?
Yeah, just enjoy it. Like, literally just enjoy it. Don't do it because you have to do it. Don't play a game that you're not enjoying. And I've learned the hard way from that. You know, don't play something just because you think that will get more views. You have to be happy in yourself. And just stay consistent and just stay at it. You're not gonna make millions in a short amount of time, unless you're very, very lucky and, you know, you go viral or something, I don't know. But just don't have high expectations, and just steady, slow and steady wins the race.
Okay. You also mentioned a bit about Twitch. What's sort of the difference between, I guess, the Twitch and the YouTube communities? Like, is there much of a difference? Do they carry over between the two?
No, that's a really good question, actually, to be fair. There is a difference between the Twitch and the YouTube communities. And there's always going to be this whole what's better, Twitch, YouTube, all that good stuff. Now, of course, Twitch community is focused on live streaming. So people, you can put the VODs out there on Twitch, but that's not what it's for. You know, people want to see you live. They want to see you playing the games. So the community there are more focused on you now, right at this moment. Now they'll be loyal and support you. And of course, there's ways on Twitch that we discussed earlier about, like, you know, showing support for free with Amazon Prime and stuff like that. So it attracts the people that just want to chill out. They want to watch their favorite streamer, or want to watch a content creator just play a game, or and just relax with them or engage with them. Whereas YouTube, I think, is more people that they follow you as like a person, like they want to know what your next video is going to be. So they're interested in what you're doing, like literally what you're using, like the equipment you're using, how you play the game. If you can help them, they're looking for a purpose. So when I search for a video on YouTube, like I'm looking for something specific. So if I want to know like the best PlayStation 5 game, I'll YouTube it and I'm looking for that answer. Whereas Twitch, you're just looking for somewhere to hang out and just, you know, and just chill and just relax with the person that you want to watch play or you want to support. So I think there's different communities, both great communities, don't get me wrong, but both two different purposes, for sure.
That makes a lot of sense. I can see where you're coming from with that. How has COVID kind of impacted you as a creator? Because I know you mentioned obviously people are locked inside, more likely to be online at the moment, but are there any sort of difficulties or anything you have faced because of COVID?
Yeah, like everybody else, it's horrible being locked down. You know, you're in the UK, you know, like in and out of lockdowns, in and out of tier systems, and it's hard to get away from reality a little bit and go out, you know, because you can't. So I'm still facing the same struggles as everybody else. Yes, people are at home, but also, you know, you got to appreciate that people don't have jobs now. They've lost their job. Their income now is very sacred to them. So any kind of like, if you're streaming for donations or anything like that, it's gonna affect you as a business.
Yeah.
However, for me, I mean, I'm not really that focused on the money wise, but for other streamers, it is going to affect them. However, you've got to understand that we're going through the same thing. Like, getting motivated to even do a video now is hard because you're stuck in your house constantly, or you're stuck in your office, and it's just kind of, it's that, you know, people are getting mental health issues, you know, from this. So it's kind of hard. It really is hard. And then we're having to, you know, try and think of things to do to try and keep people occupied and keep ourselves occupied. So it kind of, the motivation is really low right now. Even with me, like, it's kind of hard for me to get up and just get motivated to go and do work. So, but yeah, I mean, it'll get better, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we obviously don't know how long it is going to be, but there's obviously some kind of silver lining coming. So
yeah, and I'd say like anyone that is struggling, just make sure they like reach out to somebody, you know, just speak to, even if it is your favorite streamer. You know, my inbox is always open for anybody, so if anyone needs to talk about anything, just do that. So we'll get through it. I mean, we'll all get through it together. So,
what was your first ever piece of equipment for YouTube that you remember purchasing?
My first ever.
Probably a while ago.
I think, if I'm not wrong, I think it was a capture card. I think it was an Elgato capture card.
Okay.
So actually, no, it wasn't. It was a laptop. I bought a gaming laptop, yeah. Wow. And then the Elgato capture card came as part of that, so I could stream with better, you know, because I was streaming on a PlayStation at the time.
Yeah.
You know, where you get the little square box and it just looks disgusting. So, oh yeah, I'll go getting a gaming laptop. I actually got myself into debt for that laptop. So, yeah, quite a lot of debt for that laptop. But hey, we're here.
Fair enough. And I guess the opposite of that question is, what's the most recent piece of equipment you've purchased for YouTube/Twitch?
Or I've just bought a lot, like a lot of equipment. I've just upgraded. I've got a Go XLR now, a brand new Shure mic, a Sony ZV-1 camera. I've literally got about 6 or 7 new things that I've just kind of upped the game, and I've just bought the PlayStation 5 as well. So
you've just done a huge upgrade on your setup, basically.
Yeah, so we're just trying to improve the quality of the videos and the sound and stuff like that. So to try and make it more pleasing for people watching, because I always watch back my videos, you know, and if I'm not happy with it, something needs to change. So.
Of course. My next question, and we don't have many questions left, don't worry. I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but next question would be sort of, have you had hate whilst on social media, and if so, how have you kind of dealt with it?
Oh yeah, like everyone gets hate on social media. I mean, look at these ears, right? These get a lot of hate. But no, on a serious note, look, people are going to be doing that forever. Like, that's never going to stop. It's how you handle the situation, and I just either make a joke of it. I try not to retaliate. Sometimes, you know, someone will touch a nerve and you'll kind of bite back a little bit, but that's what they want at the end of the day. So just ignore it. I get more positive stuff than I do hate. But even if I got more hate and one person said something nice, like, oh, you've helped me today, all the hate's gone. Like, that's it. You just focus on the positive. Forget the hate. I don't really care, you know. If they engage with me on social, if they write a horrible comment on my video, they're not hating against me. They're actually just working for me by helping my algorithm. Like, if they hit a dislike on my video, it's fine. They've watched my video to hit that dislike, so who wins? Like, you know, like, it's kind of, if they're gonna hate, they're gonna hate. It doesn't matter. It's something that happens in life. I hate people that bully people. I do, but online is a terrible place. It's a nasty place.
Yeah, at least like online, I guess people can hide behind a screen. They would never say it to someone's face, but I guess that's also a way you need to think about it, because you know that they wouldn't say it to you in real life, so they probably don't even mean
Yeah.
want to get it.
And even if they do, like, even if they did say it in real life, so what? Like, what? Not everyone's gonna like everybody. That's why we're all different, you know. And it is what it is. There's some people out there that like to hide behind computers and bully people or try and I don't know. There must be something in their lives that they're not happy with themselves. That's all I can think of, and I'm happy to talk to them as well. You know, if they've got something going on that they need to be talking about. So I don't know.
Obviously, COVID is still holding us back a little bit, but do you have any plans for 2021? Sort of anything exciting in the works? You don't have to give it away, but
yeah. So like yesterday, we just started kind of releasing our tech channel. So we're gonna have EK1 Tech. Like I said, we was mixing it up before on the gaming channel, but now we're just gonna do a whole separate. So I'm looking forward to growing that channel from fresh and not just transporting people from EK1 Gaming to EK1 Tech, because I want people that are interested in tech on that channel, you know. So looking forward to growing that, and then we've got some other things in the pipeline. Like we're going to be building, I say building, but putting up a new office. So we're going to be getting that done, hopefully in 2021, maybe going into early 22. But yeah, just bringing more game content out. Like Outriders is coming out, which is a big game that we're looking forward to, and there's going to be a lot of other content coming. So just keep going, and we'll see, I suppose.
That's a lot in the works. That's amazing.
Call me when I'm